And welcome into the latest edition of the 49ers Report. I'm your guy, Cam Rogers. We're getting into all the latest news and rumors surrounding the San Francisco 49ers. News and rumor numero one, cornerback Vontae Davis. Did he visit the 49ers recently? Yes, he did. We're giving this 4 Jed heads. It indeed went down. This according to Adam Schefter. The visit was on Tuesday, and Davis also met with the Oakland Raiders. And Davis recently tweeted that he's returning home to discuss with his family, reflect upon things, and then perhaps make a decision at that point. And, of course, the 49ers are in search of a corner opposite Ahkello Witherspoon. Davis would provide some pretty solid veteran leadership if they were to pick him up. Word of caution on Vontae Davis, though. His best years are indeed behind him, at least I feel. He struggled with the Colts last season and also endured season-ending groin surgery in November. Yes, Davis provides experience, but he honestly won't be much better than Dante Johnson. But hey, we shall see. We're giving this 4 Jed heads. This is the 49ers Report. I'm Cam Rogers. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99. Be sure to leave a comment, throw in your thoughts about the show. We certainly appreciate the support. All right, so you saw those 4 Jed heads there. Let's get into my scale of believability. So 0 Jed heads. It is fake news. You are not believing in it at all because we certainly don't believe in it. 1 Jed head, a little truth to it. Something could be there. 2 Jed heads, it's simmering. Something's cooking in the pot. 3 Jed heads, we're faithful in it. And 4 Jed heads, it's happening. It's news. It's a thing. Let's get into news and a rumor. Number 2, the 49ers, are they going to sign cornerback Aaron Colvin? Now, here is the deal. Colvin, of course, played with the Jacksonville Jaguars back in 2017, and rumors suggest that he may not return to the team. So we're giving this 2 Jed heads, something simmering here. And Colvin just completed his 4-year rookie contract, and with a need at corner, expect the 49ers to be linked to several free agent defensive backs. Aaron Colvin, just one of those. He registered 45 tackles and 5 pass breakups in 2017, and with the Jaguars strapped for cash here, it makes sense that Colvin walks. So keep an eye on him throughout the offseason. Let's get into news and rumor number 3. The 49ers have the most rookie snaps in 2017. Yes, they did. 4 Jed heads. This is indeed a fact. This according to Pro Football Focus. And ladies and gentlemen, it was by a large margin here. We're talking about over 5,000 rookie snaps. Second place, the New Orleans Saints with 4,267. Of course, the Niners had rookies from C.J. Beathard to Matt Breida to George Kittle to Solomon Thomas, all contribute on the football field. Also, Ahkello Witherspoon. So many more players, though. The 49ers led the way with rookie snaps there. Let's get into news and rumor number 4. Are the Niners interested in Marcell Ateman? I'll tell you more about this, but first we're going to get to a word from our sponsor, Visit in Maine. All right, so we're giving this 2 Jed heads. Something is simmering here. This according to draftanalyst.com, that the 49ers are indeed very high on Marcell Ateman. We know the Niners would like to bolster their wide receiving core a bit, and I've seen people mock Calvin Ridley to the 49ers. Forget that. They'll address corner, linebacker, or guard in that first round. But Ateman here, fantastic size, projected in rounds 4 to 6. Ateman at 6'4", 220, could really do a good job in the red zone for Jimmy Garoppolo. Probably be more of a depth option in 2018, but could see him kind of climb that depth chart if indeed he is drafted by the 49ers. So something simmering there. We're giving it 2 Jed heads. News and rumor number 5, linebacker Brock Coyle. Is he next to get an extension? So we know there is kind of some rough headlines with Reuben Foster at the linebacker position. Perhaps they bring in Coyle as a little depth option. We're giving this 2 Jed heads here, so something is indeed simmering. And look, I think it makes sense for the 49ers to bring back Coyle. He was really a pleasant surprise last season, playing in all 16 games, and saw a more prominent role later in the season as injuries piled up at linebacker. Coyle was 4th on the team in total tackles, and overall was pretty darn productive, so I could see him coming back to the San Francisco 49ers. Did have shoulder surgery after the season, folks, so we are tracking that. If the recovery isn't going as planned, perhaps the 49ers look elsewhere at the linebacker position. News and rumor number 6. Do the 49ers have the 15th toughest schedule in 2018? Yes, they do, according to the records from 2017. We're giving this 4 Jed heads here, of course, from the 49ers team website. We won't know the timing and dates of the games until April, but the opponents have already been released. There are only 3 2017 playoff teams on the docket: the Vikings, the Chiefs, and the Rams twice. They'll also be traveling less than in previous years because they battled the AFC West in 2018. So when they travel, well, they're not traveling very far. And oh, by the way, they welcome the Raiders at home next season. So that'll be a fun game to watch. All right, let's get to news and rumor number 7. Will the 49ers draft cornerback Denzel Ward? Mel Kiper back at it again with his mock draft 2.0. And he's sticking with Denzel Ward in his latest version. We're giving this 2 Jed heads about the probability of the 49ers actually drafting Ward. But Mel Kiper, no changes between the 2 mock drafts that he has for the 49ers. And, of course, you have Ward standing at 5'10", 191. He's not part of this new age of tall and lanky corners that a lot of GMs in the NFL really covet, but he makes up for it with really fantastic ball skills. Here's my question, folks. What if the 49ers grab a Malcolm Butler or an E.J. Gaines? I don't think Denzel Ward is really a priority in that first round, right? So let's say they're active in free agency. They bring in Butler. Perhaps they go guard or linebacker in that first round. All right, folks, I want a prediction from you. In the first round of the draft, the 49ers will draft one of the following: a corner, give us a like; linebacker, give us a wow face; guard, give us a laughing face; wide receiver, give us an angry face here on Facebook Live. Also in the YouTube comments section, hit me with your respective reactions. We certainly appreciate when you vote. Let's get into news and rumor number 8 now. New 49ers uniforms coming? I don't know. We saw a tweet recently from Marquise Goodwin kind of putting out his pitch for an all-white uniform look. There it is, 2 Jed heads. We're giving this one something simmering here. And Marquise Goodwin certainly leading the charge with this one. And so he took to Twitter. He was like, all right, everybody, give us a retweet, give it a like, all this stuff. And, of course, the 49ers, you know, they have worn white jerseys before, but usually it's with gold pants. So it's not the all-white look. So we are giving this 2 Jed heads. Perhaps there could be changes coming. Very fashion-forward move by one Marquise Goodwin, and let me tell you, I, Cam Rogers, certainly like it. Let's get into news and rumor number 9. Are the 49ers going to sign guard Josh Sitton? So Josh Sitton will not be returning to the Chicago Bears. I'm giving this 1 Jed head. Little truth to it. I could see a scenario where maybe the 49ers somehow miss out on Andrew Norwell, but I think he is, of course, the better option to Josh Sitton. Norwell is younger, but hey, if they have to go with plan B now, maybe the 49ers look into Josh Sitton and bring him in. Sitton, of course, has an $8 million option that was not picked up by the Chicago Bears, and with Brandon Fusco perhaps walking into the open waters of free agency, there could be a scenario where the 49ers look into Josh Sitton. But again, he's older than Andrew Norwell, not as much promise going forward. Yes, Sitton has been very darn consistent at the guard position, but I think the 49ers want to lock in Andrew Norwell for a long-term kind of deal to be that premier guard, along with Kilgore at the center position, etc., and protecting Jimmy Garoppolo. That, of course, is the priority.